Okay, welcome back to round 2 of ANZ Combined Racing League's Formula Ford Championship. This is an 8-round championship. We run 2 rounds per fortnight, so during our summer break. And this is our first series of 2020. If you saw the first round, we had a lot of action here in the top split lobby. We're hoping to field the 12 on the grid for the whole duration. We only had 11 as one dropped out in round 1. I'm not too sure of the results of the second tier lobby at the moment. We'll get all of them up later on our Facebook group page, ANZCRL, or also on our website, which is ozaus-nzcrl.weebly.com. So Dredd was the man of the moment. Well, wasn't the man of the moment, but the man of all talk in the first round at Red Bull National, where he finished with only 0.1 of a litre, but came home second after putting up a great battle towards Darky. Dark Racing 40 is still in the pits at the moment, waiting to come out. There's a few guys. This is only a practice session. We've already done our allocation of our lobbies between the 2 lobbies, where we have a 15-minute practice session, which is pretty much a qualifying split for the grids. So we have the fastest 12 come into this split 1 lobby, and we've got 9 runners in the second lobby, which currently isn't being broadcasted, but hopefully we might get them broadcasted for a few rounds. One of the weeks that we come every fortnight. Hopefully try. We'll probably more than likely get that broadcast when we visit Bathurst, I'd say. So Bathurst isn't until I think it's our final week actually, which will be the 5th of April. We've got Bathurst and also Long Beach, so that's going to be a very interesting round to finish up the series. Next week, we're going to be, or it's not next week, but next time we come, which will be in a fortnight, which will be Sunday 8th of March. We're looking at round 3 will be at Azura, which is Monaco. 14 laps around there should be quite exciting with those walls. And then the race I'm really looking forward to is Knock Hill International in reverse for round 4. And that'll be run after Azura on that night in a fortnight's time. That should be should bring up a few interesting battles, I'd say. Knock Hill. If you've done Knock Hill in the normal direction, wait till you see it in reverse. These cars are going to be insane. Okay, so session's over. So we got Gear there in that little, doesn't really mean much, but he's got a fast time there at 107. So yeah, he'll be loving that. A bit faster than what he ran in the practice session for the qualifying of the grids. So, and now this is the 5-minute qualifying. Ready for the grid for the 23 laps, we'll see. Settings for this round is 4 p.m. and heavy cloud. Well, that's for the race, I should say. This is actually 3 p.m. heavy cloud for the 5-minute qualifying. But for the actual race, we're looking at 4 p.m. heavy cloud with the race date of the 28th of the 3rd. And we've got 23 laps around. It's due by Autodrome Club. It's got the little cut-through chicane up the hill. Keeps the drivers on their toes. And I'm sure this session's going to be quite entertaining. There's already one person dropped out, so hopefully they can get back in before the 3-minute counter comes up. Remaining. I've only got 40 seconds. Oh, oh, that wasn't what Aussie Carters wanted to see. I think it was, not too sure who was that was out there, right in front of him, ready for his hot lap. The sun might affect into their eyes coming into this braking area of the first corner. During the race, he's run a bit wide. I'm not too sure if he'll that would have invalidated his time. Doesn't look like it has. And it looks like we've actually missed Simo. Simo Racing is actually not in. He did have some car issues, he said. It didn't feel right, so he wasn't going to race if it felt the same. So he's probably got a little bit of hardware problems, a game glitch. That's unfortunate. Darky's top timesheet. That's we're looking at probably them doing 108, 107s. They should be getting into. This will be their time lap. Doesn't give them much to the 5 minutes. Weary night. He was in the second lobby for Red Bull Ring and found himself doing a 108.389 in the qualifying round between these two lobbies. So he got himself pushed up into the top tier. So we'll see how he goes. And these guys will be fighting for points from 1 to 11. And then the second tier lobby will be going from 12 to 20. And the other person that came in as well in this one was Right Sower. He did a 108.346 to qualify as well into the top tier. Just a little bit loose. Done all the hard work to get into the top lobby. And they just need to make sure that they can keep pace with everyone. Alright, so he's going to be able to get another lap in, so hopefully he can improve depending on his fuel. He's got enough fuel. He might just go on board for his qualifying lap, see what he can do. He's a man that will be able to make up places throughout the race anyway, Right Sower? Definitely would rather be starting higher than 11th. Just getting a little bit unsettled on the exit of that corner up on the ripple strips. Handles through the cut through, not too bad. In the first, I think the faster guy's holding second through that corner. And same as this one, just down into second. Be over in the apex a little bit closer. That's not too bad. What can he manage? A 109.912, still not quick enough, but a big improvement from the 111. So let's hope for another good, exciting race like we saw at Red Bull Ring. So that confirms, yeah, Simo Racing left the session. So we might just go blank screen while I take a quick screenshot here. Okay, so we've got on pole, we have Jetto 13 with a 108.001. Terrific lap, just knocking off Dark Racing. 38 thousandths of a second, is that what you call it? But that's what we got there. And Gear 3 Gaming in third, Datto Racer in fourth, Dread 501 in fifth, Loft Vanish in sixth, Aussie Carter's 32 in seventh, Got Gecko in eighth, Weary Knight in ninth, doing a good job in the top lobby here, Par in 10th, and then Rights are in 11th. So we'll continue on to the race and see what these guys can do. But look at that though, the top 7 separated by less than a second. I'm sure it's going to be an entertaining race. So the guys will be looking now, getting all their setups loaded, and maybe selecting a pit strategy just for damage repair. No fuel or tyres, as we said, we got accelerated tyre wear. Damage is on performance impacting, just so they don't, if they have a little bit wheel action, they together they won't lose any wheels, but they can sustain suspension and steering damage, and also losing their front nose and fuel their covers, their rear engine cover with a bit of an accident, which will cause them to pit. And the same thing is engine damage can actually happen to these cars when, unfortunately, if the cars come into the rear end of the other car, can cause the engine to get some damage. So that would also cause them to pit. Other than that, it's pretty much stock standard. In-car view is forced. All driving lanes are off for this series. And we'll see how Jetto takes the start. Dark Racing is known for his starts, so I might just stay on him, just so we can keep an eye. He'll have the insight into the first corner too if he gets a nice start. So Jetto's a little bit disadvantaged. And if he gets a good start, he should be able to move over to the right and try and protect that line into the first corner. And Datto's lined up, ready to follow Darky if they go get a good start. And let's go, and you can see Darky has again made that terrific start. It looks like Datto has followed him, and so has Gear. So Datto has made a good start. If he can hold that, he'll find himself keeping to the second. We're going to go 3 wide into the first corner. It's looking pretty mayhem. Looks like they're all getting out of there alive. Still 3 wide. No one's wanting to give up. And here comes Dread. Oh, he's just lost it. Aussie Carter's a stick him to the outside, but he's got Gecko pushing in the inside. Aussie's finding it in the thick of things through that little cut through. Loft Vanish. He's got plenty of pressure here with Rightso right behind him. Coming into the final corner to complete the first lap. He just holds behind him. A Weary Knight in 8th. Got a good introduction to the top tier lead. And here comes Gear 3 Gaming. Just holding third, as his name states. Might be a little bit of hoodoo for him. He might have to change it to Gear 1 Gaming. He might then get a little bit more of a victory in these series. But he's coming away, as I said in the round 1, is winning the Daytona 24 Hours outright with Dark Racing 40. And there's Gecko in the number 2 Cassius Racing team. His teammates with Rightso. Rightso has found himself still in 10th. made one position from the start. And it will be interesting to make sure to see if Dredd has actually got enough fuel to run flat out in this round. Dredd was only just the final qualifier into the top tier lobby tonight for this round. And he's got Gecko just making a position on Gear 3 Gaming. He gave him plenty of room. And Gecko's off to try and fight for second over Dado. Dado doing a good job, trying to keep it smooth. Likes to try and teach the young tackers a few tricks. He might start doing his little slow down mid corner and take off out of the exit. He won't be fooled by any of the young guys. Darky isn't getting away from Dado. I'm sure Dado might be just picking up the end of that slipstream. Gecko will be, he's got the move, Gecko. He's going to find himself on the outside. Dado's not going to make it easy for him though. They're going to run by 2x2, I'd say. No. Dado's let him go for the meantime. We've got Jetto slowly catching up on the back of Gear 3 Gaming, who's found himself with a penalty at the same time. Taking a lot of curb. Ducky's just got a little bit of a breather, just over a second at the moment. Off finishes probably just the end of that battle in 7th. You can see the train in front of him. He's like the caboose at the moment. Hopefully he can gain some more positions for the end of the race. Right, so has dropped down. He's now got his Batman. What's he right side? He's right. Oh, sorry. Dredd it was. Back up the front. We got Gecko right on the tail of Darky now. Will this slow Darky up, which will then bring Dado back into the frame of the battle. Gecko's having a good move. Good look. He's got in front. Showing some good pace. And look at Dado come through. Look at that draft that's helped Dado. Darky's had another good look down the inside. Force Gecko out, and that brings Dado back into the picture. Sensational battle for the lead here. 1, 2 and 3. Can't get much closer. The 6th lap of 23. And here goes Gecko again in the inside. He's made that move. Now can he get a little bit of a breather just before the entry onto this main straight? Want to get a good run up over this rise. Looks like Darky's got the better. He's going to slow him down. Coming in, going to look like Dado come in. He's made the move on Gecko. Wow, here we go. And it's going on for battle from behind too, from 4th down to 7th. Look at this for the lead, 3 wide into the first corner. This is insane. Who's going to come out on top? Looks like it's Gecko. Dado's let him through. Again, Gecko's running a little bit wide. It looks like Dado can hold that tighter line. So close to touch him. I don't think they touched. Dado's trying to keep it on the outside, but he can't quite get there. He missed out. He could have just held on the outside. He would have had the inside running. That's what he was trying to do. These guys are all going to maybe slow each other down, and we might see Aussie Carter's catch up, and he'll be bringing his pack with him. And Dado in the 101 Jammer Sec Motorsports car, doing extremely well. The oldest of everyone in ANZCRL Combined Racing League. But foxy as hell he is. There he is, he's got the draft and he's in the draft again. And Gecko's just covering that inside line. Dado's just left that door open for Darky. That could have been dangerous. And here goes Dado again down the inside. He's made that stick. So that's about the fifth lead change we've had. Gecko's just defending from Darky, but Darky's got that inside running, which should seem, keep on to it, Gecko. That will give him might get away with that with the performance impacting damage. Might have a bit of steering damage. We'll soon see if he can keep that battle to Darky. Dado's breathing a sigh of relief. He's got a little bit of space now. And I said even 3 seconds wasn't enough room to breathe in over at Red Bull Ring. That proved the point. It wasn't too long, and we had Dread on the back of Darky. And now Darky's got all sorts of problems. We've got Gecko hounding him. Darky was the early leader of the race. We got Gear in the pits, so obviously he sustained some damage somewhere along the line. So that little run up against the wall that Gecko had doesn't seem to have affected the car. So he got away lightly. And as we can see, Aussie Carter's is just slowly edging closer and closer as these guys battle it out. He's doing 108.5s compared to Darky and Gecko's last laps. Gecko did it 110. Dado's doing the 108.5s. He's doing roughly the same time as what Aussie did last lap. So what can Aussie do in the number 3 Finks Racing team? We saw him do good at Red Bull Ring. He's slowly catching. He's just got that under 2 seconds. And can he find a little bit more just to get onto the back of these guys? He's broken away from the pack that was 4th to 7th. Darky's got a little bit of a run. Will he poke it up the inside? No. Just holds. He's all over Gecko through the cut through. Darky do. But Gecko just did a 107 that last lap, so he's faster than Dado. We've got 13 laps remaining. Not even halfway in the race yet. And he's a typical Formula Ford snake down the pit straight, or down the main straight. You see it all around the world. Just trying to break that slipstream. Oh, Darky's gone extremely wide. That's cost him dearly. Won't be long though. He should be back on the back of him again. And Gecko's now having a good look to try and find where Dado is a bit weak. He's got Dado probably looking in his mirrors now. Might miss his turning, miss his apex. Dado looks like he's really concentrated through that section. Got a little bit of a run. And while we're looking at that, we might just have a look to see how we're going down in this battle for 6 between par 0666 and Loft Finish. Again, they're doing the snake weave as well. And Loft's trying to set him up. Jinx him one way, go the other way. Had a good run through here. Should be able to keep hold of that inside line, which he has. And he's just overtaken Par for 6. Ooh, keep it together, Loft. And here's Aussie Carter's now on the back of Gecko. It looks like he's got a good run on the outside. Not going to make the move there. At least he can try and get a good run out of this corner and get a good draft. Here we go. This is what Aussie's been trying to do. Get on the back of these guys. Gecko might have made a little mistake. 10 laps remaining. We've seen Gecko not being able to hold the tighter line through this corner. So that's a move that everyone's been able to make on Gecko, but he's fighting back. Aussie's positioned his car well to keep the inside line. And he'll force Gecko out wide. And he won't be able to make a move through this part. This is a one line part through the cut track. Very bumpy as well. That was a good move by Aussie. He set him up. Ooh. Just getting just a little bit loose coming out on that paintwork of the ripple strips. It's unsettling the car for Gecko. Now Dado's got to deal with a bit of traffic. She's coming up to very shortly. Just see Gear up in the distance. Right, so it's now on the back of Riri Knight. Riri Knight's had a good run in the top tier lobby at the moment in 8th. Let's see if he can defend. Right, so it can be a very hard taskmaster to try and keep behind. He'll get up there and become a nuisance. And you can see Jetto at the moment too. Jetto's slowly trying to get on the back of Gecko. You can see him. He's sort of split. Aussie's made his move past Gecko and gapped him. He's strung out a little bit for the battle for the lead. We'll see what's going to happen in the next few laps. At the moment the battle here is for 8th. Right, so we're chasing down Weary Knight. And Weary Knight in the number 75 Flat Out Alliance car. We'll stay on board, stay here watching these guys for a little bit. Just to see what Weary can do, if he can keep Right So at bay. Looks like Par and Lofty still in their normal battle. They're not too far from one another. Ooh. Just a little bit lost the rear. Oh, this could get interesting. Jetto has made a mistake. Now it's going to make it a 3-car battle again. whatever happened there with Jetto, he won't be happy. Dropped a ton of places. So that's a leap from Weary Night up into 8th. And while we've been watching that too, we missed Rightsail make that move. I was watching Weary Night avoid Jetto, and at the same time, obviously the viewers might have seen it. Rightsail make that move probably up around the outside through the cut truck area. But look what Weary Night got the draft happening. And he get the slingshot. He has. Can he pull it up though? Yes, he's pulled it up, but hasn't been able to defend. Staying off those curbs. We'll get a slow down. He'll have to lift off. Jetto's come back at him very hard. Made that move back to 8th. He'll be kicking himself from losing. I think he might have been up at 6th at one stage when he made that mistake. Dropped him to 9th, so he's back up to 8th. As you can see, the cars are starting to get a little bit taily, so the accelerated tyre wear, as it did in the round 1 at Red Bull Ring, the national layout, the cars started moving around a little bit. I'm not saying that they're wearing out, but they're probably maybe finding their half used by life. We've got another good battle starting to happen here. We've got Gecko coming back at Aussie. Just when I thought Gecko might have been dropping back into the clutches of Floff Finish, he's found his pace back, and he's right on the gearbox here of Aussie. Looking for the cut back. Oh, he'll be so close. Oh, he's so close. We might as well get onto his. Oh, here we go. Gecko's rooftop. He's got a good run. Looks like he's going to hold on to this. So Aussie's fighting back. And we're going to see if Gecko can hold that tight line. He's drifted wide on a lot of occasions through here. And he's done a lot better this time. He's been able to hold Carter's at bay. Dado's still in front. Still got Dado doing well. He's got a good 2.5 second lead over Darky. And doing his own thing. He's out on his own. Bit of fresh air, which is good. He can concentrate on his race. Darky will be doing the same. And Darky's got like a 4 second buffer roughly between him and Gecko. Darky was the man that's leading the championship at the moment, and if he finishes in second, he will still be leading the championship. So it's all about consistency in this championship as well. We have the drop rounds. 2 of your worst rounds will be dropped. Just introducing that just to see how that goes with the series. Rightsail and Weary Night. They're coming up to lap gear. Or is that par? That would be par actually. It's not gear, so par is susceptible for losing 6. He's dropping back in the clutches of Rightsail and Weary Night. Par in that Southern Cars. The team will be willing him on just to keep that time done. He did a 109 last lap compared to the 110 by Rightsail, but I think those timings might be out. Just look at Rightsail go. Absolutely blitzed it. That was light work. Made light work out of that Rightsail. Wonder if Par's got a little bit of damage. So it looks like Weary Night's having a good look down the inside. Nice textbook move by Weary Night. They will be running wheel to wheel down into the braking zone for turn 1, and we will have Parr having a good slipstream. They're going to be 3 wide for the minors, and Weary Knight does well. And now he's going to see if he can keep that run and pace onto Rightso again and make that move. Rightso's actually got a penalty. We'll just pull up those timings. And Rightso's got a 2-second penalty, so he's in danger of dropping down to 8th based on that. If these guys can all finish together. And we've still got 3 laps remaining, so anything can happen. Looks like Weary Knight's got enough fuel, as does Rightso, and Parr, maybe that's why he was dropping back a little bit. He should have enough fuel though. And Dado's doing well, he's got enough fuel, as would Darky. He's dropped that gap down to 1.2 seconds. So again, Darky is now going to have the benefit of a slipstream with 2 laps remaining. Not too far behind is Gecko. Dado's going to have to keep working. Another 2 more laps for Dado before he can relax. He'll be feeling buggered. As I said, he's the oldest in our group. Getting close to his 85th birthday. And he can just hopefully hold in for these next 1.5 laps. And Aussie Carters is coming onto the back of Gecko under a second again. There's battles happening everywhere. Oh, there's a bit of a lag from Aussie. I'll just get off him to make sure I don't affect anything there. I want to make sure that all these guys can finish their race. Weary Knight's doing a great job in 8th still. He's lost touch of Parr. Parr's made his way back through. Can't quite hold on to onto the back of Rightso, but here we go for the final lap. Dado Racer in the lead. And can he do it? Just got to keep it on the straight and narrow. The old dogs knows all about it. Experienced enough now, he should be right. So he gets through all these little part of the track, stay off the curb. I'm sure he's twitching for that final line. Darky's doing everything he can. This looks like Dado. 1 more corner to go. Darky has made up so much time. His final lap. All Darky wanted was 1 more lap. He would have wore Dado out, but congratulations to Dado Racing and Team Jamsec Motorsport taking that victory out. And there goes Scott Gecko for 3rd, as does Aussie Carter for 4th. And we'll watch Lough-Finish come through for 5th. He's had a good run. Few little incidents by some of the guys that if they didn't have a few little problems, they could have been a little bit closer maybe. Parr is one that was up and down, lost a few positions but made them back. And Weary Knight, congratulations on 8th for his first introduction into Tier 1. And there's our results. Dado Racer taking victory over Dark Racing 40 by just over half a second. And in the process too, he looks like he got... Oh, he didn't get the fastest lap. The fastest lap looks like it got from Got Gecko there. By the looks of that. And Got Gecko in third. And join him up on the podium with Aussie Carter's 32 in fourth. He'd be pleased with that. Off finish and Right Sower. Right Sower started last and finished sixth, so again, he was the big mover as well. So he picked up some valuable points. With Par, the Devil O 666 in seventh. Weary Night, as I said, as we just finished that race, he did really well in his first introduction into the top tier. In eighth, then Jetto in ninth, Dread 501 in 10th, and Gear 3 Gaming, who had to have a pit stop, finished 2 laps down in 11th. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. We've seen 2 rounds. You'll actually see all the points come up in the next 24 hours over at our website at ANZ Combined Racing League. Actually, that's wrong. Sorry, it's AUS-NZCRL .weebly, WEEBLY.com, or find us at Facebook on ANZCRL. And as we've said, it is for Australian and New Zealanders only. And answer those 3 questions we asked you to do, and we will invite you into that group. Until a fortnight, until we'll be at Azura and also Knock Hill International Reverse. So until then, have a good couple of weeks, and we'll see you back here in a fortnight's time. Cheerio.